cactus and succulent growers, I'm Lynn and welcome to Desert Plants of Avalon in the north of Ireland. And in today's video I'm going to be making the very first of a start of moving some of the cactus and succulents that we have out here in our yard back into the polytunnel to overwinter for the winter months. And also I'm going to be bringing in plants, cacti and succulents that are not cold hardy, such as my Ubermania cacti, some of my astrophytums, asteriases, and also some of my other types of succulents, such as my euphorbias, back into the house for the winter months because they're not cold hardy. However, in this video I'm going to be making a start on the crassulas that I've got out here in my yard, and I've had these out all through the summer and now into the fall, where they've got plenty of rain and sunshine. As you can see, they get a lovely spot there with the sun on them, but they're not cold hardy. These succulents do need to have a winter warmth of at least 5 Celsius and kept mostly dry. I will still be giving these a wee bit of water over the winter because they are sort of winter growing and definitely winter flowering as well. But out here in my yard it can drop below 5C. Now we're well into the later part of the October, and I don't want them sitting in wet soil over the winter months. So sad to bring these in. They've done so well over the summer, the spring and summer and into the fall. Oh, look at these. They are just amazing with the leaves. And I've got quite a few different types of crassulas here. That's the lovely one with the lovely red leaves. The Crassula Jade Sunset, the lovely red edge into the leaves there. I've got my lovely variegated one, my cream and green variegated one there, and also a lot of different types of Crassula Jade. 2 big ones growing at the back, and you'll be able to see them better when we bring them in. I'm going to show you them when we put them into the polytunnel, and also the lovely Crassula Golem as well there, and a couple of sedums. They're also going to be coming in as well. I've also got here my Prescias. These are the Prescia Goddesephiana, and they're actually cacti. They may look completely nothing like a cactus, as you can see, but they are cacti because they have areoles. And areoles, by the way, if you're thinking what on earth is an areole, this is where the spines come out of. This is an areole here, and these are spines. They're sort of very ancient cacti, but they're more tropical plants. So although they do very well outdoors for spring and summer, and even into the fall if it's not too cold, they're not cold hardy. They're tropical, and I have to bring these into the house to overwinter for the winter because they need a minimum temperature of about sort of 7-8C. So these are going to be staying out here a little bit longer because the nights have been very mild here for October, and the days have been absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that weather, guys. Having better weather now. It's actually autumn than we did all summer. It's absolutely mad. Weather is all over the place around the world, I think. But these will definitely be coming in very soon, so I'll include them when I bring all the cacti from outdoors and in the polytunnel back indoors for the winter to overwinter. But as I mentioned, it's going to be the Crassula Day today, so I'm going to be showing you where we're going to be putting these crassulas. Now here I am in the polytunnel, and here in this corner is where I'm going to be putting the crassulas. Now over the spring and summer we've had these lovely poinsettias, Euphorbia pulcherimus, that we have out here to enjoy the polytunnel, and these are 2 red flowering ones, and this is a lovely pink flowering one. You can already see the pink one is starting to turn its lovely colour on the bracts here, and a lovely little fern as well here. But these are not cold hardy even for the polytunnel, so these are going to be coming in because they need a minimum temperature of 10 Celsius, which is 50°F. So we're going to be bringing these into the house, putting them away. Then it means we've got all this space here to do a lovely display with the crassulas. So first of all I'm going to be taking these out and then bringing the crassulas in. Now, change of plan. I wasn't going to bring the Prescias in. I was going to leave them out for a little bit longer. As I say, the nights are quite mild. But as I have to take these away anyway to get to the Crassulas, I might as well bring these in and put them into... They're going to have to come into the house anyway, so I might as well bring them in, put them into the kitchen, and then it means I've got easy access then to get to all these Crassulas at the back. Now we've taken out the poinsettias that we had here back into the house to overwinter. And all this space here now, and it's going to be lovely to do a lovely Crassula display. So I'm just going to show you, take you outside and show you some of the Crassulas on the table before I bring them in, just to show you what we've got sort of going through them, checking that there's no slugs, snails, mealies or any other pests hiding on them before I bring them back into the polytunnel. Now here I've got a few on the table here, just going through them. Bit of a mess, obviously, but the plants are looking absolutely really healthy. And I'm just going through, got the rubbing alcohol to check if there's any pests. Happy to say they're all pest free. They seem to do really well when they're outside in the fresh air, and the lovely variegated one here growing very well. And I'm getting sort of all the saucers put together to put on the floor for them. And these lovely old jade I've had for many years, and this lovely big jade bowl. It's going to be quite heavy, a lot heavier than it was when I first bought it out, but it's about 5 times the size. It is just plumped right up over the summer months. And also this lovely one, as I mentioned, the sunset one, growing well. So now I'm going to be taking them in, and I'm going to show you what they're like when they're all put away and nicely arranged back into the polytunnel again. Woohoo! That's all the lovely Crassulas all put here at the back of the polytunnel for their overwintering quarters until next spring, when I put them back out into the yard again. And just going to show you a little bit closer again what I've got here. So a selection of my lovely Crassula ovata jade plants there, and also my other lovely one. And they might all look similar, but they do vary in their appearance, even though they're all Crassula ovatas. And more on the back here. And this is my Crassula golem, lovely plant there. It's almost growing like a bonsai tree. Absolutely beautiful, great age to it. And also some of my smaller Crassulas there. My lovely Crassula silver dollar plant, lovely big, lovely leaves on there as well. And as I say, my lovely sunset one with its gorgeous lovely red appearance on it. And my lovely variegated Crassula ovata. There's actually 2 in here. One is one I've had for a long time, and the other one, which I think was this one I planted in the spring in the same pot, is actually one I got from my wonderful friend Danny Rose last year. It's growing remarkable, and just look at that, it's absolutely beautiful. It sort of reminds me of sort of ice cream with its cream and green appearance. Not that you have green ice cream, but there's just something dessert like that just reminds me every time I look at the gorgeous coloration on this beautiful variegated Crassula ovata. And another lovely, I can't remember the name of this one now. This is a Crassula, oh, if I can remember the name, I'll put it across the screen. It begins with an A. It's different to the silver dollar one, which has more fatty, fleshy, rounder leaves. Hence the name, silver dollar. And this one is more of a sort of wavy appearance to it. And some more little golems I've got there, again different in their appearance to my my other old one here. And this lovely old Crassula ovata here, this one is actually one of Hansi's that he's had for many years. And this one at the back is my old one I've also had for many years. And this was the one that did flower for me quite a few years ago. Beautiful white flowers. Hasn't flowered since, and I think that's because I haven't really given it a proper overwintering as such. They do need to have a bit of watering in the winter time, and they like to have the cool conditions, but again, not frost. They're not frost hardy. Hopefully I'll get flowers this year though, you never know. And if you want to know how to get your jade and money plant to flower, do check out the video I've made on how to get your jade Crassula ovata money plant to flower, and links to that video will be up above. And I do have followed them tips, so hopefully I should get flowers again on mine this year, especially as I've had a lovely summer outside in the yard. And just want to show you as well what I've got blooming gorgeous. I did a video the other day, my lovely Fucaria tigrina, which is commonly known as the tiger jaws succulent. The beautiful flowers, been flowering for days. And then here I have my Delosperma echinatum. This one is sort of like a sort of canary sort of egg yellow in the middle there with lovely sort of cream flowers. Beautiful. And I have another one of these as well that is also blooming beautiful with yellow flowers. As you can see, little yellow flowers. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Commonly known as the little pickle plant because of its little lovely pickle appearance. So I love to show what is in bloom. And do stay tuned for tons of videos coming up because I'm going to be very busy over the following couple of weeks or so when I have to bring in any other cacti and succulents that's in this polytunnel already. Have to bring them into the grow room for the winter because some of them are not cold hardy, and I'm going to show you and talk about which ones are not cold hardy, because this one, for example, my Ubermania, is not cold hardy, which is this one here, the lovely purpley plant. And I do have some also as well, some speciality ones. I've got some of my lovely Astrophyta mysterias, and they're still quite young. These are what I got from my wonderful friends Daz and Edith, and some seedlings as well. I may have to bring them into the grow room because they're still quite young, and I want to be on the safe side with them as well. So stay tuned for lots of videos when I bring a lot more in, coming soon. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already, and do check my website out for lots of growing tips on there and caring for cacti and succulents, as well as regular blogs. desertplantsofAvalon.com. I want to wish you all a fantastic cactus and succulent plant powered day.